I'm Molly Armstrong.
And I'm Garrett Liff Weiss.
And welcome to this week's episode of SVSN.
Welcome back.
Yes, welcome.
You guys missed us, didn't you?
I'm sure they all did. Now, Garrett, do you know what April is?
It's a month out of the year.
Yes, not only that, Garrett, but it's also Autism Awareness Month.
That's great.
Yes, it is great. You didn't hear at Piketon, I don't know if you've noticed, but on Thursdays we've been wearing blue for Autism Awareness.
We have been wearing blue.
And our field reporter, Kennedy Meredith, has a story on this. So let's take it out to Kennedy.
Thanks, Molly and Garrett. Autism is a serious developmental disorder that impairs the ability to interact and communicate. Here at PHS, on Thursday, April 7th, we participated in Light It Up Blue for Autism. Here are some pictures. I'm Kennedy Meredith with SVSN News. Back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thanks, Kennedy. Now, Garrett, do you remember a couple broadcasts ago, Patrick had a report on the rare albino giraffe?
Yeah, the white giraffe. It was very majestic.
Yes.
Now, I'm pretty positive that one of our field reporters has found another rare animal.
Really?
And I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Okay.
You're going to have to find out.
Are you going to tell us who's reporting on it?
I will. Annie is. Out to you. No. Out to you, Annie.
Thanks, guys. Here's what I found. According to National Geographic, on Tuesday, the World Wildlife Fund announced the safe capture of a female Samaritan rhino in Borneo, Indonesia. The rhino is thought to be 4 or 5 years old and is being kept in a safe location to protect her from poachers. She will soon be airlifted to a captive breeding habitat in hopes to repopulate. Samaritan rhinos were thought to be extinct since they had not been physically encountered in over 40 years. They are the smallest and most rare of the world's 5 species of rhino. Only 100 Samaritan rhino were thought to ever exist in the world. The Samaritan is covered with patches of stiff, dark, reddish-brown hair, especially on its ears. And while its tusks are smaller, they are still prized on the black market, and they can grow to be up to 1,760 pounds and up to 10 feet long. Wildlife experts have been trying to find the captured rhino for 5 years. Back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thank you, Annie. That was a rhinoceros report.
I don't think the word rhinoceros means what you think it means,
It
Garrett.
does now. It does now.
Okay.
Next story.
Garrett, I think that you were actually involved with our next report.
I was. For you guys who know what YLA is, I was involved in it. Funny story, I wasn't even supposed to go. 3 days before the thing happened, I was asked to go, and I said yes, and I had a really fun time, and you guys should try it out. It's youth in government. We go to the State House, and we debate on bills. We pretty much take on the roles of the people that make Ohio great in the State House.
Yes. And I think our field reporter, Haley Pratt, has a little bit more information on the youth in government trip that you guys took. So let's take it out to Haley.
Thanks, Molly and Garrett. I'll be reporting on our Piketon YLA members' trip to the State House. Our Piketon Red Streak YLA members got the opportunity to go to the State House for Youth in Government. They wrote and presented bills and debated on passing proposed bills. House Representatives were Braley Spencer, Hannah Lamerson, Garrett Lifwise, Kennedy Cooper, and Wyatt Lamerson. They debated on whether or not to pass proposed bills in the committee and to the House. Lobbyists were Taryn Smith and Jamie Morris. They presented short speeches for or against the bill to the House committee. Sarah Lamerson was the page. She ran notes for representatives of the House while in session. Garrett had an amendment passed in committee, acted as vice chair of the committee, and spoke multiple times on the House floor. Braley wrote and passed one amendment in committee as well as one on the Senate floor, and spoke multiple times on the House floor. Taryn lobbied for multiple bills, including rights for homosexual couples to adopt, increasing the amount of experience police officers need to carry a gun, and others. Jamie also lobbied for multiple bills. Wyatt wrote and presented a bill on school safety, implementing the use of metal detectors in schools to the House committee. Hannah and Kennedy wrote and presented a bill on raising the age to buy cigarettes to 21 to the House committee. Hannah and Braley presented a majority report to the House floor, and Kennedy presented a minority report to the House floor. Back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thanks, Haley. And for anybody that didn't get to participate in this year's Youth and Government trip, we strongly encourage everybody to do it. It's great. It looks great on a college application.
It does.
It looks great on a job application.
It does.
And it's fun.
It is.
Right.
Okay, so now it's time for the more serious side of things here at SVSN. Ruthie, which is great at doing world news, has a report on how American schools are not as good as people think they are. And I don't know much on this subject, but Ruthie always has a brilliant report on stuff like this.
She always has a plethora of information.
She does. So, out to you, Ruthie.
Thanks, Molly and Garrett. The other day I came across John Stossel's argument, Stupid in America, where he talks about the schools here aren't what we think they are, where it's normal to see students coming to school smoking weed, that seniors still can't read past this first grade level, and how students in other countries aren't outperforming us because they're smarter, it's because their schools are better. He also talks about how they say we need to spend more money on school is just an education myth. We've doubled our spending on schools over the last 30 years and nothing has changed. It's not about the money, it's about how well our school staff is doing their job to teach the children about the education they need to know. I advise everyone out there to go read this amazing article by John Stossels. Back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thank you, Ruthie. That was an awesome report. You
As
did great,
usual.
just like usual.
Yes. Now, Garrett, you and I have the same English class.
We do?
And a couple weeks ago, we had presentations in that class.
Do you guys know what a Prezi is?
Well,
Didn't think so.
if you don't, then I know that Chance is about to tell you.
Chance is about to tell you what a Prezi is.
So out to you, Chance.
Thanks, Garrett and Molly. This week's tech topic is about the computer application Prezi.
Prezi is a presentation application that is user-friendly. It allows you to use any type of media in your presentation. You do not have to start from scratch. There are pre-made templates you can choose from, or you can make your own. It allows you to work with anybody from anywhere, and you can make presentations from long distances. It can be accessed from multiple platforms such as desktops, mobile apps, and more. It is compatible with iOS, Android, and Windows. Prezi has 60 million people using it as of today, and is continuing to grow. Prezi has been a big help for the students here at Pikeman High School create and display their presentations.
I believe as we continue to use technology in the classroom, it will continue to give us the best education possible. This is Chance McNally of SVSN signing out. Back to you, Molly and Garrett.
Thank you, Chance.
Okay, it is time for everyone's favorite segment of the week. I'm just gonna say it. Out to you, Wigsy!
is my word of the week. Hornswoggle. Gabe, I suppose you studied this week. What does hornswoggle mean? I don't know. Gabe! You studied! It's right here! Again, just like last week. It's always on the board. Always right on the board right in front of you. Answer it now. What does it mean? To cheat or to deceive? Thank you! Now underline it. Underline it. Yeah!
I believe as we continue to use technology in the classroom, it will continue to give us the best education possible. Gabe, can you come on in?
I don't know. Gabriel! Yes, Bestheimer! Why are you doing with technology? With technology, what are you doing with technology? You're supposed to be on Wednesdays, when the week. You're hornswoggling me. I don't know. That makes sense! Dead boy! Thanks, Wigsy.
Yes, thank you, Wixie. Now, Garrett, I think that's all the time that we've got for this week.
I'm gonna miss you guys until next week. Don't miss me too much. I'll think about you.
All 5 of you.
All 5 of you that continue to watch this every week. We love you.
We do
Because you're
love you.
keeping us on the air.
Yes, you are.
We don't care
That you are.
about how many views we get.
No.
We just care that we have you guys.
We care about the views that we do have.
SBS
We value you.
loves our viewers.
Anyway, that's. Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, that's gonna be right here, I'm guessing. SVN loves our viewers.
It's called SBSN. Maybe we would have 6
SBS.
viewers if you had learned the name of the broadcast.
SVN
Anyway,
loves our viewers.
I think that's all of the general news reports that we have for today. So let's take it out to the sports center team.
Welcome back to this episode of SVSN.
I'm your sports anchor, Gabe Berkheimer.
And I'm your other sports anchor, Bradley Sickles.
And this is our 22nd episode, Brad. We've come such a long way.
I know. Remember 21, 20, 19, and 18, and 17, and 16, and 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know, Brad, I do remember those, almost like it was last week.
Yeah, me too, Gabe.
Well, you know, Brad, for this 22nd episode, we have a hard-hitting report.
Hard-hitting report. It's going.
What was that? Did it hit that bird?
I thought it was a plane.
Oh, well.
It's on fire. Alright, let's just forget it. No, but we have an amazing reporter, and his name is Bryce, and he always does his reports very nice.
The one that eats rice and don't have head lice?
Exactly.
He has more on the baseball overview, doesn't he, Brad?
Yes, he does, and he's also related to Garrett Liff-Weiss.
Is he?
Yes. He's an anchor on general news.
He is.
Yes.
He is. You know, well, let's pitch it out to Bryce Pearson with the baseball overview.
Screwball.
Thanks, Brian Gabe. I'm here at Zach Farr Memorial Field, where Piketon baseball currently stands at 3-9 overall, but 0-6 in the league. They play this Wednesday, April 20th at Huntington, and home, April 22nd against Paint Valley.
Thank you, Bryce, for that strikeout of a report.
Not saying it was like a strikeout of a report. It was a really good report. It was just, in baseball terms, it's a strikeout. It was just
Yeah.
figure of speech.
You've seen a lot of sliders, a lot of screwballs, a lot of splitters in there.
A lot of knuckleballs,
Yes.
fastballs,
Yes.
slow balls,
That would
changeups.
strike anyone out. I
I
mean,
mean,
the way you threw that report, you know.
I mean, if I had something to swing right now, I'd swing and a miss.
You'd have to use an oversized bat to swing
You
those
would.
balls.
You would, Brad. You know what? We have another story, similar to baseball. It's like a baseball, but much softer. You know what I mean, Brad?
I know what you mean. I think it's called the softer ball.
Yeah, the ball of softball.
Softball.
Yeah. Eric Mullins has more with the softball overview this year in their season.
Yes. Out to you, Mulligarens.
The girls practice softball team sits at 3-5 overall and 3-4 in the SVC. They will play at Huntington on Wednesday, April 20th. Good luck to the girls for the rest of the year, rest of the season. Win it out. Back to you, Brad and Gabe.
Thank you, Eric, for that hard-hitting report.
With a softball.
With the softball. I think they're mostly yellow and they're a little bit bigger than baseballs, right?
I think that's right, Brad.
Yeah.
You know what's something doesn't feel right.
You know, Gabe, I noticed it too. It feels very different.
It does. I mean, I feel like the headless horseman.
I just feel like floating head.
Oh, you got something right there.
What? Can you get it?
Can you get it?
I can't get it.
There you go.
Was that a bug?
I don't know what that was.
Well, I just feel strange and like I shouldn't even. I just feel like I can't move anything but my head.
You know, Brad, I don't think I have a head.
What?
What? What?
Well, we are experiencing pretty harsh technical difficulties.
They're not nice difficulties. They're very rude.
They're very, very rude difficulties. So I think we're gonna have to close it.
You know what? We'll get things figured out here, but we'll be back next week.
23rd episode, right?
That's correct. Hopefully, I can just get my head on straight.
Yeah, hopefully I can control what my body does.
Well, I'm your sports anchor, Gabe Berkheimer, without a head.
And I'm your other sports anchor, Bradley Sickles, without a body. And to all of you out there in the valley, keep it classy!
Rare, what was
White
it?
giraffe?
Albino giraffe.
A rhino giraffe.
I said albino. Here at our
Me too.
you hold my heart.
You know, Brad, I feel like something's changed.
You know, I feel the same way.
Here at PHS on Thursday, April 7th, not 17th.